9 kilometres from Melbourne CBD is the suburb of Elsternwick. Along with the classic cinema, Elsternwick is best known for Glen Huntly Road, with its shopping, cafes and restaurants. We talked to Brett Gaiman of Chisholm and Gaiman. Brett, you've been in this area a long time. You make Elsternwick your home. Why would you do that?
When we bought in there, we were able to get a house of sufficient size to accommodate our 4 children. They've all left home now, so there's just myself and my wife and one son that's still studying at university.
Elsternwick's one of those little suburbs, isn't it? Like, it probably doesn't have the profile of Elwood or St Kilda, but it's got everything else going for it that those suburbs do.
Look, it has. I mean, where we live, we can walk to the Gardenvale station, for instance. We can walk to Elsternwick station. Various restaurants and cafes, that sort of thing, really good ones like Omar, the coffee roastery. It's a terrific place. And
I bet it's changed this whole area, I suppose, since how long have you been in the real estate caper in Elwood, Elsternwick?
I hesitate to say.
Say it.
Since December 1966.
I was 4 months old when you started here. That's, but the popularity of the area, does that, I guess it's been a gradual thing, but it's pretty amazing how many people want to get in around here.
Yes, that's right. There's a lot of younger families, I suppose, would like to live in Elsternwick because of its convenience to the CBD, that sort of thing, the variety of housing stock. There's a lot of different choices.
What are the block sizes like?
500 to 700 square metres.
Which is probably where one area it's a bit better off than St Kilda and
exactly,
Elwood.
Yeah, they're just that bit bigger, yes, and some of the houses are pretty generous sizes too on those blocks.
Of course, you've got the beautiful Rip and Lee there, which is a highlight.
It is, and it adds a bit of character to the area, I think, yes.
Mark Rogers from Buxton Real Estate shows us through a new development in the suburb.
As you can see, this is a very unusual home that's been built here in Elsternwick. Large block that's been taken of around 1,100 square metres and turned into 2 large homes, this one being 330 square metres with a 6.6 energy rating on it. The developer has taken the block and built 2 rather than just...
How big's the block? About
1,100 square metres. Right. Instead of just deciding to build 2, 3 townhouses, they've gone ahead and just built 1 home here and a single level home of about the same size at the rear and 7.2 energy rating on the back one.
Is Elsternwick like that? Are there a lot of blocks left, or have a lot of them been subdivided like that?
It's a bit of a mix. Most of the blocks that we've got here are being bought by single homeowners who are looking at redeveloping on the block and building a brand new home, or they're buying a period style home, and specifically they're people looking for Victorian type houses, Edwardians, that have been renovated and built. I mean, our buyer range varies from studio apartments from as low as $235,000, great for investors or I guess a first home buyer, although they're small in size. Moving forward on the 1-bedroom places up to about $330,000. Beyond that, you start to move up. The average house around here, freestanding on a block, will cost you about $1.1 to $1.2 million, not necessarily renovated, or if renovated 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. They offer an entry level to people wanting to come and move into the area. You then move through the price range up to over $2 million for beautiful period style homes to almost $3 million in some of the streets in Elsternwick. Obviously with a house such as this, you've got double glazed windows, which you won't get in a lot of other houses. You've got 6 solar panels up there. You've got grey water or rainwater tanks out the back that also operate as laundry, kitchen, washing. Ecologically, these are right up there in the marketplace.
And pretty fancy kitchen setup. We've got 2 ovens. We've got 3 dish drawers, I think, for the dishwasher.
Yes, that was looking at catering for perhaps people who are looking for a kosher kitchen type setup that was here, but it's a very family-oriented area. If you look at where our buyers are coming from at the moment in this area, it's interesting that on a lot of the houses at the affordable end of the range, probably almost 60 to 80% of our buyers are single professional females coming to the opens, and they're the ones that are buying. Beyond that, it's young families wanting to move into the Elsternwick area due to the fact that you've got a tram, train, buses, local shopping and a great area just to bring up children. Schooling also is provided for fairly well in this area, both independent and state school wise.
Thanks, Mark, for showing us around this fabulous new development and telling us all about Elsternwick. There you have it, Elsternwick, a great suburb, great for the family or for the single ladies, apparently, Mark.
Absolutely.